Last week we learned how to write algebraic expressions. Let's go over a few terms that we used when we did that. We learned that a variable was any letter that stands for a number in algebra. We learned that a coefficient was the numeral that was right before a variable in multiplication. We learned that an expression was a variable with a specific operation. There was not necessarily an equal sign involved in equation. We also learned that an equation had a specific answer for each variable that it had in it. This week, as we expand our knowledge, there's some key terms that you need to be aware of. The word is will mean equals. Is equal to means equals. Of means to multiply. Equations have equal signs and are typically solvable, but expressions are not. Let's take a look at the following two examples. 22 plus g. This is an expression because there is not an equal sign. We have no idea what g is. G could be anything, and we can't solve it because there's no equal sign. 22 plus g equals 25. This is an equation because there is an equal sign. Whether or not we can solve it, it doesn't matter. If there's an equal sign, it's an equation. But in this case, we can determine exactly what g is. We can solve it. We know that g is equal to 3. Is this an equation or an expression? 20 plus x. It's an expression because there's no equal sign. How about this one? 20 plus x equals 24. This is an equation because it has an equal sign. Notice the equal sign. Last week, we learned that specific words went with specific operations. Let's review. In addition, we learned that the words increased by, the sum of, more than, and plus meant that we should add. In subtraction, we learned that the words decreased by, minus, difference, and less than meant we should subtract. For multiplication, we learned of, times, and the product of meant that we should multiply. For division, we learned that the words quotient of and divided by meant to put a fraction bar down and to divide. Here's a review of some examples of expressions from last week. 35 increased by z gave us 35 plus z because the words increased by showed us we should add. C decreased by 13 means C minus 13 because we learned that decreased by means to subtract. R times 30 became 30R. And we noticed that we learned that we put our coefficient first next to our R. The product of n and 7. Product means to multiply. Notice that we put 7n because we put our 7 as the coefficient first, not n7. In our last example, n divided by 15 means that divided by meant that we put our fraction down. Our n became our numerator and our 15 became our denominator because n was listed first and 15 was listed last. This week we're going to learn how to set up and solve equations. The first step is how to set up the equation. 20 is equal to 5 more than m. 20 became 20. Here's our term is equal to. Remember, in the beginning of the video, I said that is equal to means that we should put an equal sign down. And now we're left with 5 more than m, which more than we know meant plus, and we're adding 2m, so that's m plus 5. Our second step is to solve the equation. In the first step, we took the words 20 is equal to 5 more than m and turned it into 20 equals m plus 5. Now we have to solve. What is m? What would m be to make that equation true? Well, we know that if we put 15 in there, that would make it true. Always check to make sure that that is correct, and you'll see that in the following example. T is equal to the sum of G and 36. Our first step is to set up the equation. Let's look at what that would look like. All right, the T becomes a T, is equal to becomes equal, and then we have these words, the sum of G and 36. Sum means to add. We put our addition sign. What are we adding? We're adding the G and the 36. Our second step is to then solve the equation. All right, you may have figured out that you can't solve that equation yet because there's two variables. You're right, you can't solve it, not yet, but soon you will, and we're going to save equations with two or more variables that are later. So if you have worksheets that have two or more variables in them, just set up the equation. You won't be able to solve it at the current moment in time until we learn more. We'll save that for later on. Time for you try it. X more than 38 is equal to 48. The first step is to set up the equation. X more than 38 is equal to 48 becomes 38 plus X equals 48. Our second step involves solving the equation. Think, what can X be to make this equation true? What operation can you do to solve it? All right, so as I'm looking at this problem, I'm thinking about, okay, what can X be to make this true and what operation can I use? I'm thinking subtraction because I know that this is the bigger number, so something smaller has to go in there. And I think I should subtract 48 minus 38 because that is the opposite. So 48 minus 38 equals 10, so X should equal 10. Here's the most important part. I tell you guys all the time that checking is vital to your work, and that's so important, especially in this work. So let's put X in our equation to see if it would work. 38 plus 10 does indeed equal 48, so we are correct. All right, here's another you try it. 24 increased by r equals 16. This time I want you to pause the video and make sure that you come up with an answer. This one's a little bit more difficult, so I want you to see if you can work it out, and then we'll go over each step. Don't skip this part. Pause that video. Our first part was setting it up. 24 became 24, increased by, note means that we're adding, and it was increased by r, equaling 16. In the second step, we have to solve the equation. As we look at 24 plus r equals 16, we're thinking, what can r be to make this true? What operation can you do to solve it? Do you need to use a negative number? Here's a thought process that you might use as you're thinking about how to work this problem out. So I first look at it and I thought I kind of had to subtract this number here to see if this would work. So I think that I have to subtract 24 from 16. Let me check. 24 minus 16 equals 8. Is that true? If I put the 8 in here, would that make it true? 24 plus 8, well, that equals 30, so that's not true. If I put that 8 in here, 24 plus 8 would not equal 16, so 8 wouldn't work. Well, it has to be a smaller number to make it true because if I put the 8 in here, the 30 is making it bigger. Well, could it be negative 8? Let's check and see if that makes it true. 24 plus negative 8 equals 16. And yes, that's true. So our final answer, r equals negative 8, makes it true.